Hey guys, this is Nefarious411 with episode 18 of my Monster Feed the Beast server play series. Last couple of episodes we worked on a speed build for this, what's going to be the place that I do all of my Thaumcraft research and crafting and all of that. And I think it turned out really well. In between episodes, as I mentioned previously, I was going to do quite a bit of research. If I take a look at my Thaumonomicon, you can see that most of the things, at least the important items that I'm planning on creating in the near future, are already unlocked. And it almost seems like it was yesterday that I did the stream. I think it went a little bit like this.
Oh, I'm about to fall. Yep. Oh God.
Potentia.
That's all the blue. Why?
Is there anything that
You know
takes
you can eat that.
fire and
Yeah, I
water?
know. Look what I made today, Patrick.
Rapier.
Yeah.
You
Look what
did.
F made me.
Should have made a broadsword. Does more damage.
Yeah, but the rapier can pierce armor.
Yeah, but it sucks.
But I've noticed lots of mobs like to spawn with armor in this pack.
Broadsword does instant damage
oh.
regardless.
And you should see what I crafted today. Hi, here. Hold this. All you have to do is have it in your inventory. No place for it.
How did you make it?
Okay. Look in this top chest and push U on one of the lamps. And it's going to show you another recipe to upgrade it, like Neff has on his face for the saturation. Yeah, so you have to do that, and then you can make it into pigments.
What are you
It did
talking
Oh,
work
well, damn.
for us. I have an
They,
enchanted cyan crystal pendant, so I can breathe underwater as long as I have it in my inventory. Am I like one of
Really?
those people that? Ow!
Oh!
Really?
R.I.P.
Who's
my
OP?
phone.
How'd you do that?
I had full health, and lava just ended me. It literally took me down all my health. That's bull.
Nice warning.
What happened? Oh, did I get it in time though?
I don't
Before
know.
I-
Probably with the amount of delay in my stream.
I hope so. That's all I have to say.
Can somebody go back to the portal and grab my stuff?
I'm so far away. I don't know where I am.
Oh, so you didn't actually die in the lava?
No, thank God. I burned to death.
You should
Oh,
do
that's
what
right.
I do. Just throw all your stuff in your ender pouch and put it in your ender pouch.
Including the ender pouch.
So the ender pouch doesn't get lost. You know, that's totally what I meant to do. Right?
Are you close to the portal for him? I'm in the
I am.
digger.
I'm out.
Guess what I lost
113
again?
in the nether.
Your pick.
I'm far up.
No, I lost all my genes, so I can't fly anymore.
Patrick's naked. He doesn't have his jeans on.
Patrick, where are you? Is it not possible for you to get here, or is it just super dangerous?
I'm in the overworld.
Okay, is it not possible, or is it super dangerous for you to get here? But I'm also realistic. It ain't gonna happen. At least not in my lifetime.
Oh yeah, I'm styling now.
Oh yeah. Can I see?
So does anyone want 10 stacks of arrows?
Well,
I
there's-
have 2 cobalt and 49 nether redstone ore.
That's a lot of redstone. Multiply that by 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rolling with the homies. Where are you, Neff? There
On
you are.
stream. Wait, where are you?
I'm in your base. I'm coming up.
I'm coming down.
Well, I guess we'll meet halfway. Oh, rude. No, I'm inside the base. You better get down here. I want to see you styling. Hi, Mister. Look at you all
Oh
purpled
yeah.
out.
I'm Harry Potter.
I could just get a room with warded stone so he can't move anywhere.
Which requires you to go through all of Thaumcraft and, you know, research warding and then get aspects. And no, actually, I'd much rather do this the panda method.
The panda method?
Yeah, he's one of the zip crowd.
Yay! Silverwood 1 core research complete.
Woohoo! Congrats.
Runic Boots of the Traveler complete. And what has water in it? Cheap. Yeah, that works.
Victus. Oh. Okay.
Victus isn't cheap. I don't have too many of those research points. The Vitreous is pretty good, since it has Saxum and water. And I got 125 research points of that. Alright, so how do I get to that? Could go through for Perdito.
I seriously cannot figure out how this list is ordered.
What list?
It's a list of places to safely spawn a wither.
Oh.
But like it's not sorted at all as far as I can tell. It's got if the page would stop lagging.
No. I don't know. Probably?
That'd be probably too
Maybe.
nice. It has, as far as I can tell, it appears to have perhaps in the tens of thousands of possible locations.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Well, except for the part where I need to find one near me.
Yeah. Wand of Equal Trade. Oh,
Yay!
yeah.
Congrats.
Ooh, portable hole. You distracted me.
Cool.
I was going
That's
inside for a reason.
To see the sheep submarine?
No,
Oh,
it
you
was-
closed it up.
Yeah,
I need a
because I
mob.
wasn't
I
raised
need
in a
a
barn.
I'm back.
Welcome
What
back.
does that mean?
Apparently, you were raised in a barn.
I wasn't raised in a barn. Might not have known that though, because my mother always said it. I always shot back. I don't know. Did you raise me in a barn? I was a snotty child.
Apparently.
Flowery.
Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it.
Blanket.
Oh, I heard that.
That was an intense sound. What was
That's
that?
because
was
the
the
person
wither.
who coded the person who coded withers decided that the entire server needs to hear.
Even
Yeah,
in other
you are-
dimensions.
Really, you are not allowed to spawn a wither without everybody knowing it.
Oh, go hit.
I might.
Are you in the overworld?
Not me.
Oh. This is
I
my
might just build in the magic.
this is my doorbell. Oh no! Did you have anything
Aw.
important on you?
A little bit.
You need help?
I mean, not terribly important, but a little bit important. Why the heck did I spawn here?
Didn't you say that it was
Oh,
perfectly safe?
It was supposed to be.
Kappa.
Shut up.
Tiff,
Shut up.
Twitch is just being derpy today because everybody's streams have been buffering for me today.
Is it because
Everybody.
of the LOL tournament?
That
Sure.
might be.
I'll pretend like
Is
I
there a
know
place
that.
I can get like some cobble to protect myself? Her.
Yeah, you're in Digger?
You can protect yourself with cobble, right? That's the wither. That
Oh
works.
yeah,
Doubt
totally.
it.
Just say yes. It'll be funnier.
Shut up.
As you can see, we had quite a bit of fun on the server the other day. But I think now that it's a new day, I'm ready to go ahead and get started with this inside. And I'm going to start out with crafting up the infusion altar here. Replace all of these blocks that are currently cobblestone into all of the necessary pedestals and everything. After I recorded earlier I had some issues with the video recording, so I lost what I did record. So I tore everything down in here just so that I can re-record the episode. Unfortunately, that does mean that I've already crafted most of the things, such as the runic matrix and so on. But I can go through the different recipes in the Thaumonomicon just to show basically the different parts of it. So let's take a look at the infusion altar. And that is going to require some of these arcane stones. It's basically any fire shard, water shard, any of the Thaumcraft shards surrounded by some sort of stone. I just use normal smooth stone for this, and that sufficed. It's a little bit cheaper. I don't know about the other stones. I haven't really taken a look at it. Looks like there's granite, basalt, marble, so on. But I went ahead and just used smooth stone for that. And you can see that I created the arcane pedestals, and let me see if I can find that in here. I'm assuming it's under, let's see, where would that be? I guess that would be under artifice for infusion crafting. There we go, infusion. So the runic matrix, as you'll see me place here in a little bit, it did require quite a bit of ordo, 40. And since my gold banded greatwood wand, which I crafted during the stream, only holds 50 of each, I had to run around, find aura nodes quite a bit throughout. So let's take a look at that again. And it's just ender pearl with some of those arcane stone blocks around it, and that's going to be the top of our infusion altar. And I created several of these arcane pedestals, and that requires 5 air. And this is basically where you're going to put items that are required for your infusion crafting. And so this is what the construct looks like. So I need to place down these arcane stone bricks with a stone block on top. And I think this is just, yeah, it's just like a normal stone bricks where you put 4 in a grid. And then let's go ahead and put this together. Should be fairly quick, as I mentioned. I've already crafted all of this up, unfortunately. And it needs a pedestal in the middle, because that's going to be where the catalyst item is going to live. And I believe, what do I need in this, the bottom? I did not pay attention to that. Alright, so I need the bricks on the bottom. And where do they go? There they are. Alright. And 4 of these on top. It's not going to look like much in the beginning, and that's fine, but as soon as I hit it with the wand, it will change out, and it'll actually be kind of cool. Hopefully I have enough Perdito for this, but let me go ahead and right-click it. Oh no! Alright, so I guess I do need to get a little bit more of the Perdito, I believe it is, the black aspect. You can see on the top left-hand side of the screen that I'm lacking some of that. So let me, well, actually, let me check this wand. This might have enough. I don't know, because this one holds quite a bit less than the gold banded one, but might as well hit it. Nope. Alright, so I'm going to cut here, run around, see if I can find that aura node, and I will be back. Alright, so I did run around. I grabbed a little bit. I wasn't able to find too many aura nodes with the Perditio. So I think this should be enough. Another thing that I didn't mention is that I was able to craft some of the thaumaturge robes and leggings and stuff, and all of these give the V discount. I say V, I think some people call it Vis. I'm not sure how it's actually pronounced. So if you know the correct spelling, please feel free to leave a comment in the section below. But all of these do give you a little bit of discount so that it doesn't drain so much from your wand whenever you're doing some of these craftings, such as in the arcane workbench. So let me right click on that, and there we go. And the animation for this is really cool, as you can see. So let's go ahead and place the rest of the pedestals down. And it's just replacing all of the ones that I already laid out. And There might be some things that I might miss in redescribing in this episode. As I mentioned before, this is a re-record, so if I do miss something and you're curious, feel free to leave a comment in the section as well, because I have no idea what I covered in the original video since it was completely lost. Alright, so now that we have that, we need to have some way of breaking down items into their individual aspects, and that's going to be with the alchemy and the essentia distillation, and that's going to require an alchemical furnace. So it's some more of these arcane stone blocks, a crucible, and if you remember, just creating a crucible is a cauldron that you right-click with a wand, and you have that, and a normal vanilla furnace. But I already have one of those, so I'm going to place it down here because I have an idea for this room, and it's going to require, it's going to look sort of like a catwalk going around in a circle above this infusion altar, and that's going to be where I put all of my essentia jars. So let me take a look in here. I created all of these different slabs, and these are just taking marble. Let me show you how I crafted those up. That's just taking marble and putting it in like a door, and you get these marble pillars back. And using the chisel mod, you can see that they can be converted into all sorts of different designs. I wanted to do it this way. If we were to look in NEI for the, let's see, marble pillar, I wanted it to look like this, but for some reason I cannot get, oh, apparently I'm in cheaty mode. So let me get rid of all of those. I am not sure why it's automatically there. Alright, there we go. Fixed. As you can see, it doesn't have a recipe, unfortunately. I thought that I could use a saw, but unfortunately it gives me these items down here that don't have texture, so I'm not exactly sure how to actually construct those. I tried laying them out in the same fashion that you would with slabs, but it always returns this one, which is the vertical stripe. I don't like it. It's not what I had in mind, because in my single player world where I was playing in creative, I was able to create with whatever block that I wanted from NEI, but unfortunately it doesn't look like it's craftable. So I am going to make a little staircase here. So the idea that I had was that whenever I have the ability to create golems, which is going to be under Golemancy, I should be able to have him empty out the alchemical furnace and all of these arcane alembics, which I should place on top while I'm thinking of it. And unfortunately, I still can't place the scaffolding right on top of the great wood log, so I need to put a block in between. And there we go. And that's going to fill up with individual aspects. This takes any kind of fuel source, such as coal or aluminum, which we will construct later. But it will break it down into all of the core aspects, and then the golem will run up these stairs, go around this catwalk, and oh, we have a visitor. I am talking. You are being rude. And then he'll be able to fill all of the essentia jars at the top. So let me go ahead and grab the builder's guide because I want this to be circular. So let me put this. It's a big pain that I have to place a block before the scaffolding. I don't know why it's doing it that way. And we have another visitor just saying hi. Put this in cylinder mode, and let me turn down the volume a little bit. That was probably not enough. Still a little loud. So I am going to make it go around. I don't know how wide yet. I might have to play around with that. And then I'm going to hang it from the ceiling because I don't want a hovering catwalk that just defies all physics. I actually want to go ahead and use this netherrack and hang it from the ceiling. So it looks like it's legitimate. And I am going to block this door because this is annoying, especially if a creeper comes in here and blows up our stuff. There we go. Not now, guys. Probably should have brought a bed with me so that I was able to sleep through the night. But blocking the door, you can see that I already blocked the door over here because while just standing here at the research table, I kept having these little visitors come by. So let me go ahead and figure out how big of a catwalk I'm going to want, and I will be back. Alright, so I think a 7x7 is going to work for me. And just as I did with the rest of the building, I am going to just go around and place all of these blocks. And for the center, though, I decided to go with, and I didn't get it in my inventory, these thickened glass slabs. I thought about using some of the other glass slabs, such as the Tinker's Construct clear glass, but unfortunately, whenever you cut them with a saw to forge microblocks, they don't actually have connected textures, but thickened glass does, as you can see. Let me bring it out one more to make it a little bit more clear. Even though it's not as clear as clear glass, you can see that the textures will connect, and it doesn't look like a bunch of individual tiles up there. And I didn't want that. So let me go ahead and wrap this around, and I'll probably put the slabs on this side too. So it's going to be glass in the middle. That way it doesn't look so blocked in, because we did create this ginormous ceiling. I don't want it to look like it's completely closed off. So using the glass here will at least allow me to see that majestic ceiling. So as you can see, I went ahead and laid out the entire ring around the top. In the middle, you probably will notice that this doesn't look very cylindrical at all. And that's because in my single test player world, or single player test world, I was unable to get the golems to actually work correctly whenever the jars were in a curve. So I went ahead and figured out a formation where the jars would be straight. So the thing that I'm going to do now is start laying out some of these fences, because whenever the golem is up here, I am not going to want him to fall down into the main area. So let me just lay these fences as normal. Probably leave this alone. Well, I'll just put it there. That way I know where it's for. There we go. And this side. Can't remember how many fences. Ooh, that was too far. I'm still getting the hang of it, and I actually have some ideas to do with this Staff of Traveling. I'm just going to wait until the next episode or two to actually construct it, but I figured out a better way of travel. So here we go. And for the sides that it looks like the golem will be able to get through. If I can get through it, surely a golem can. So I am just going to put it on this side. I don't want to block the path any. It doesn't look too bad. I might put slabs there. I don't know. I might just leave it open just for making it look a little bit more round. There we go. And now I'm going to finish on that side, but I want to actually start with these little things, and can't place the slabs here, or the scaffolding here either. Let me go ahead and just place it like this. That was too far. Oh, don't break it with your scaffolding, because it'll just keep stacking up. Alright, there we go. And 1, 2... Can't remember how high I wanted this. Because basically, I'm going to make it probably 1 block above the wrath lamp here. There we go. And that will connect probably right here. See if I can remember how I did it in my test world. There we go. I think that's correct. Ugh, come on. There we go. That makes it a little bit easier. And I am going to basically just... That is too high, isn't it? What you doing, Nefarious? Can't even pay attention to my own stuff. Alright. So it's 1, 2, and then up 3. There we go. Cool. And let me probably raise the scaffolding. See how many of these I have. Jump over. Can I put that there? Nah, I didn't think so. What about you? Ugh, that did not work out too well. Alright, let me do that. There we go. So on up here, I don't want it to just go straight up in a single post because, I mean, it would probably look alright, but I think I want something that looks a little bit more sturdy, and I'll probably just have, keep falling through. This is not where I wanted. Try that again. There we go. Probably just have 4 posts going straight up to the ceiling here. Not a big fan of placing fences. They have a small bounding box. There we go. Yeah. Ran out of fences. Hopefully I have enough. Hopefully I didn't lose any whenever I was breaking it all down for this episode. There we go. Just put these on all 4 sides. Come on. That is 1 too far out. There we go. Missed a side. Good, I can reach. There we go. And this is out 1, and then I'll just connect it here. Cool. So let me go ahead, finish all of the fences, and plan for the next step. Well, I finished placing the fences, and for some reason I have 3 left over. Just the typical thing where you take your car apart, put it back together, and you end up with extra parts, and I don't know where these go. I'm not sure. Maybe it was just over here on this fence area. We'll just save it for later, just in case I find it. Okay, so I don't have enough research for golems, but at least I can start looking at the warded jars. Or not warded jars, the essentia. Oh, I guess they are warded jars. Those are pretty simple to create. It's basically just glass panes and some slabs here. Looks like any kind of wood of slab, and it's 1 aqua to be able to create. And as before, I did already create these. I actually created these void jars. The biggest difference between the regular warded jars and void jars is that warded jars, they can accept up to 64 of the aspect. I don't know what kind of units it is. Fluid ounces? I don't know. But it can accept up to 64, and this spider's irritating. But whenever it fills up, it just can't fill up anymore, and then you have to start filling up another jar. Um, but with the void jar, it's basically the same thing where you can fill it as normal, you can take it out as normal with the different aspects. But with these, once they get up to 64, they'll start voiding out all of the additional aspects. I decided to keep my room a little bit clean. I didn't want multiples of the same aspects up here. So I decided to create warded or void jars for any of the recipes that I think there might be one or two that require more than 64 of a particular aspect. I'll just create normal warded jars for the additional aspects. But the count here, I have 7 blocks on each side. And if I counted correctly from the Thaumanomicon, there should be 51 total aspect types. So I want 51 jars. So here, this row right here, I'll just have the 2 additional jars. But to keep the golem from walking off the edge, I am going to place, I'm missing one, place those slabs there. That way it can't jump up and try to get to the furnace down there. So let me go ahead and do the second row. Here we go. And you have to shift click or shift right click in order to place these, because right clicking will try to either pour in a liquid or pull out a liquid. There we go. So now we have all of the warded jars that we'll need for this build, and as you can see, I don't have to put a fence here for the golem because he can't get through that. But it looks like he should be able to, at least in my test world, be able to come all the way around, fill up all of the other jars as necessary. I do need to pay attention to what kinds of aspects he's putting in there. If he tries to create multiple jars with the same aspect so that I have duplicates, then I can do something different. But there's also these things called labels. And once your jar actually has an aspect in it, you can put a label in it on the jar, and it will make sure, it'll lock that jar in place for what kind of aspect will be put in it. So you don't have to worry about a jar becoming empty and then getting a duplicate aspect. It will just retain that same aspect on future fillings. So in order to create all of these jars, I did have to run around the world many times with my wand to recharge it, because it takes 15 of the Perditio. And since the wand, the golden wand, it can only hold 50 of each type. And I don't think it actually shows on the screen. But it holds 50, so I did have to run around quite a bit. And since I don't have any aura nodes close by, I did have to use one of the Mistcraft Ages to find it. So it took maybe 2 or 3 hours to actually get enough aspects in the wand, or enough V in the wand, to be able to create all of these jars. But I think, if I take a step back, I think that's exactly what I was envisioning. I don't know if I'll keep these slabs, because it does kind of close off the room a little bit and you can't see the Essentia jars. I might do something like replace it with the thickened glass. Maybe I'll just have the entire catwalk with glass so that you can see. But I do need to have some sort of floor for the golem to travel on. I was looking through the Thaumanomicon to kind of see what I want to create, because I think we're running low on time for this episode. I do have my infusion altar here, and I have some way of distilling all of the aspects. Eventually I'll have a golem, but for the time being, I'll probably just remove this fence and manually come up here and fill it with files. I believe it's files. It's either file or vial. Yeah, it's file. These are pretty cheap. It's just a little bit of clay and some glass. And you get 8 bottles from that. And they're reusable. So whenever you right-click on one of these Arcana Limbics, you'll be able to come up here and fill one of the jars with it. And I'll probably have all of the labels on this side. That way I can quickly see from down here how many aspects I have, or how much of the essence I have for whenever I need to craft something with the infusion altar. But just looking through here, I think for the first couple of things that I want to do is probably under Artifice, because at some point I will probably get the runic armor. You can read about it, or we can talk about it whenever I get to that point. But I am tired of walking really slow. Filling up all of these jars with the, or filling up my wand to create these jars, I should say. It took a long time because I walk really slow. So I think I want to get Boots of the Traveler. And this will allow me to put haste on it. I can have step assist so that I can walk up 1 block high steps here. So like right now I just run into the side. And with the Boots of the Traveler, it'll be able to walk right over that with no problem. And I think that would be one of the first things. And also, I have yet to get Flight on the server, and I want to actually get the Thaumastatic Harness, which is another arcane infusion. I believe this one is too? Yeah. So both of those will require me to fill up some of these jars with the Essentia so that I can start doing the infusion crafting. So that's obviously for a different episode, but for now I think it's time for wrapping up. If you like the video, go ahead and click the like button, and also if you like the series, go ahead and click the subscribe button as well. But for now, this is goodbye.